because I wanted to go down that Olympic pathway and get onto the Olympic team and then go to the Olympics, and that was the ultimate goal, was the Olympic dream. What most people went down the uni route, I didn't have a degree, I didn't have that sort of thing to go into, so I'm kind of like starting from the bottom again. I think it was that, like you say, that competitiveness and the drive to wanting to succeed within the sport that's made me get to where I am. Hungry for success, staying dedicated, humble, hard work, focused, sacrificing to get to where you need to be. I joined the army, went down the route of training as a full-time soldier, and then once I got to my unit I said, they knew that I was good at a sport, and I said that I want to go into the army boxing team and get trials and then eventually get onto Team GB.
I went to Spain, Serbia, France, Ireland, represented GB in all of those.
Training before work, then going to work, then training after work, so I was doing a lot. I was getting up at 5, going to the gym, finishing at the gym, going straight to work.
The countdown is almost over. After years of planning, the stage is set for the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham.
Like I'll get knocked down, but I'll go again, and I'll get knocked down, but I'll go again. But the tipping point was the Commonwealth Games when I got told that the weight had been taken away like a month before, after being building up for it.
People of Birmingham will look back on the Commonwealth Games and say that was the moment this city changed for the better.
With it being in Birmingham, my hometown as well, it kind of like broke me, and I was just like, that was like the tipping point. I still stayed true to myself, worked hard, got myself back on track, focused, and had the goals of being a professional boxer. So I stayed dedicated, pushed myself, and that's where I'm at now.
Obviously Tori's doing well in the pro ranks now, which is amazing, and that's obviously because of the growth of female boxing. So great to see them. I'm sure they're going to come through and produce the goods as well, and what a great time for female boxing.
I just love Birmingham as a place, and I think that the people are genuine people. You get straight up people in Birmingham, and that's what I love about it. You either like them or you don't, but most people say it how it is, and I think that's the best way to be. My name is Tori Ellis-Willets. I'm 28. I'm from Birmingham. I was a really hyperactive kid as a young child. Had five brothers and sisters, so we were always on the go, always play fighting with my brothers at home. So my parents took me to kickboxing. There was a karate class that I went to originally downstairs, and I found it boring. And then I seen the kickboxing upstairs, and I was like, oh, I really want to do that. I think it was just like the competitiveness that just like drove me to go down that route. I went to school and I'd go training every night, so it was something that I was committed to just from a young age. I'd go training every night. It kept me active. I did play football originally, but once they told me I couldn't play with the boys anymore, we just kept losing, and I was like, I can't keep doing this. I was like, I need to find a new sport, and that's when I went down that route of kickboxing. I've always seen other people around me and how far they got through kickboxing and the goals and the pathways. So the Olympics was something, but with it not being in the Olympics, that's why I transitioned to boxing, because I wanted to go down that Olympic pathway and get onto the Olympic team and then go to the Olympics, and that was the ultimate goal, was the Olympic dream. So I kind of figured out the avenues of what I had to do and what it would take to get there, and I think just kind of kept going until I got there. Well, I got to experience London 2012 Olympics with my parents. We went and watched it, so I watched the boxing there, and just being in the whole atmosphere, surrounding yourself by seeing the boxing live and the fighters, it made me strive for it even more. And then I knew I'd joined the army, which are quite supportive of sports, and if you're good in the sport, then they'll support you as much as you want. Went down the route of training as a full-time soldier, and then once I got to my unit and I said that I want to go into the Army boxing team and get trials and then eventually get onto Team GB. Well, winning the Elite Nationals was probably one of the biggest achievements that I've done. I think I was the underdog going into the competition. Not many people knew who I was. I beat the seeded girls, and then having that sense of achievement was massive. So that was one of them. I'll never forget that. And then getting trials was like, I set myself the goal was to get there, and I achieved it, so it was brilliant. I don't think I'll ever forget it, to be fair. It's one of the biggest achievements in my career. I coach at Acott's Green Boxing Gym now, which I'm really enjoying doing. The young girls, they like look up to me. I have a good relationship with them all, and I understand them and how they think and what they need. So I think having me around them, it gives off that good energy. And being there in myself in the corner, I know from what I need, what spurs me on and helps me in the ring. So I think to be able to give that back to the girls, it's like really good inspiration for themselves. Being a real role model and inspiring people that think that they have doubters, and people say that you can't do this or you're not good enough to do this. Just be like that legacy that you can achieve anything you want to achieve, and not to like listen to what other people around you say, whether it's you can't do that. Just stick to your plan and stick to your route and just go after it, I'd say. And just to inspire the next generation, and that's the main thing really. Born in Birmingham, Dad still lives in Birmingham, Mum lives in Nuneaton. Everything I've done has always been back in Birmingham. I boxed at Eastside, which is my first boxing gym. It's in Birmingham. I could have gone to Nuneaton. I don't know why I've always brought myself back to Birmingham. And then after I come back from Sheffield, because that's where I was based for Team GB, got a house in Nuneaton, but I've now moved myself. I was going to rent a room, but I'm not in a house over Birmingham, but I'm renting while I moved into the gym. So back in Birmingham full time. I think I just love Birmingham as a place, and I think that the people are genuine people. I think a lot of places you go, so you don't really get straight up people in Birmingham, and that's what I love about it. You either like them or you don't, but most people say it how it is, and I think that's the best way to be. So I love the community.
Everywhere I go, the people really want to know who I is and who I be. They stop and stare when they see me. If I said it once, no need to repeat. Run up on me, watch you fall to your knees. Tip my hat when it's time for the kill. Ain't no beast when you're really real. I am